All right, this video is how to install a RV camper AC unit, the Fagatti 15K BTU. This unit cost me under $1,000 for everything. Now I'm going to get started. You're going to remove the plastic grill on top up there. There's a lot of retaining screws. I believe they were all Phillips head. Take them out. Obviously, don't lose anything in case you need to use it again. Or the new unit that you install doesn't work. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to take all those screws out and we're going to remove this plastic cover. There are just a grill and filters that you remove to take all the screws out, and then we're going to go ahead and clean up that area. Now this video part right here, there are 4 10mm long bolts. I think they're 8 to 10 inches long. They're pretty long. That's all that holds that AC unit on the roof in place, is that metal plate and those 4 bolts. So once you remove those 4 bolts and you remove that retaining plate, that is a control box. Make sure all your power is turned off prior to starting. You have alternating current going in there, and you also have direct current going in there. There is a 30 amp breaker you turn off, and there is a furnace bus fuse. Pull that bus fuse out and make sure that the power is off. If it's you need to turn power to the whole place, you can. The lights in there are really not that great. Now you're on the roof. That is a plastic shroud that's over your old unit. There's 4 Phillips head screws holding that in place. Then you're going to have several, I believe it's like 20 little sheet metal screws holding that shroud over that, all the electrical components right there where I'm taking off. So you want to get to that, make sure all your electrical wires and everything are disconnected, because you already got your power off, like I said before, you know, unless you're an idiot and forget to do that. So make sure the power is off. Do not touch the capacitor. The capacitor retains power inside of it until you de-energize it. So don't touch any of the other electrical components inside of there, just the wires after you turn power off. Use a tester if you need to. Remove all those little screws, save them. You do not want to leave them there and walk on them and damage your roof. Make sure you hold on all that hardware in case you need to reuse it again. All right, then I got that open and I got all those screws out of there. I'm gonna take that off. And then you're going to see where that control box is. Disconnect all the electrical wires if you need to. Remove that old unit if it's stuck in place. Chuck it and get rid of it. All right, that is a 14.5 by 14.5 opening that you're going to need for your new units. They're pretty much, a lot of them are all standard, that same size hole that's there. Also, check your wood, make sure it's not rotted. I use foil tape to seal up all around that, because you don't want any air blowing back inside of the crevices. So seal up that area. The factory does not do a good job in doing that. As you can see, you're going to see bare wood exposed. You're going to see wires exposed and all that kind of stuff. But use that foil tape and seal up all the boards inside of there, and it makes it look a lot cleaner as well. I did the roof last year. I did not get the part underneath the AC. That's why I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to seal that up now. This is your opportunity now to seal up the roof. Make sure you clean, dry that area off. I'm using handheld electric dryers to blow all the air off and to help dry after I wiped it down and cleaned it first. Get all the spray foam off. Like I said, this is the time when you're going to seal it up. That is a self-leveling RV sealant. You have to stir it up really good. It is suspended when you buy it from sitting for a while, I guess. And then you're going to paint. I painted a foot out, 12 inches out, farther away from the opening where the unit is at. And you want to give it a couple hours for it to properly cure before you go and set your unit back on it. But make sure that you paint everywhere inside of there, because you want that water to run off. If there's a low spot, you want to fill it up with this solution, because it will level out, and you want water to roll away from your AC unit. You're going to have 2 condensation drains on most of these units, and they just pump water outside onto the roof, and you want to channel that water away from your unit so it doesn't backfill and come back inside of the RV. Obviously, that's a new set of problems that you don't want to freaking deal with. But you see that all that wood in there is exposed. Once I get done painting all this, I sealed it all up with foil tape. There's videos on YouTube and other places on how to do that, because you don't, when the air kicks on, you don't want it to blow inside of the roof and ceiling. Anyway, here's the new unit when you're laying it down over the hole. All right, what you want to do is go ahead and take that little sealant membrane, what I'm pointing at now, and you want it to go over the holes. Do not drag it and move it left and right. It's easier to get inside of the thing, lift up and move it over. Make sure those 4 holes are exposed for your retaining bolt. There's your main power, the black, white, and ground. You're going to take, obviously, the power is going to be turned off already, because if you touch, it's going to wake you up. But anyway, black to black, wire nut, white to white, wire nut, and your bare copper is going to go to your ground. All right, that is your furnace wire. It's going to be coming from your furnace, which is normally under your refrigerator. And there's 2 blues. It doesn't matter which order it goes in, because all it is a communication wire. And I'm going to show you exactly where the furnace was located at inside of this RV. There's a grill down there that I'm pointing at. That's the furnace. So you go ahead and connect up. It should be a blue wire coming out of the furnace. There's a blue wire coming out of the control box. You connect the white and red communication wire. Next wire you're going to see is your 12-volt ground, your negative. All right. Make sure you connect these in the right spot. It is labeled and tells you. Most of the time they're white wires, but use a multimeter if you need to. There is the positive, which is a green wire. All right. These are the power's coming from your bus fuses. So this is not alternating current. That is direct current wire that you want to connect up to those wires. And you may have another circuit on the back of that. So there's your thermostat. All I did was I tied the new wire to the old one and fished it through the wall. These little diverter devices are expensive. All I used was a flat piece of foam board, but you're just connecting the vents up, and that's all you're doing. So you have the air coming in from the top, and it goes into the vent to the left and the vent to the right. And went ahead and just used one piece of foam board between the vents and taped it all up with the foam tape. Now I went ahead and started 2 of those 10mm retaining bolts. They're very long in the back to hold this plate up. Now that's the control box. You can use 1 or 2 screws to put it in. Make sure all your wires are secure and taped up. Make sure you have that area taped up with foil tape so you don't have any air loss. You don't want any gaps. You want to put that foam board divider that comes with it in there, because you do not want the air that's in the return to get mixed up with the air that's coming out, or your coils will freeze up. As you can see, I'm going ahead and I'm using the long retaining bolts, put it in, those 10mm bolts. There's only 4 of them, and it takes the plate and it holds the unit up on the roof all together. Make sure your wires are kind of tucked away. There's no open voids anywhere. And then we're going to look for the plastic grill cover. Then you're going to go ahead and hold it in place, make sure it's properly, seated. And then you're going to use the little sheet metal screws that comes in. For this kind, I think I put in 8 to 10 of them that held it up. Make sure it's properly sealed. You do not want to make sure the air is mixed from your return. And that is how you install it. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave it down. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to install it on my YouTube channel too. All right, have a good day and good luck.